stand for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Call to order, roll call, starting on my left.
Councilperson Jeremiah Olden.
Councilperson Craig Anderson.
Mayor Jimmy John King.
Councilperson Brendan Meyer.
All right, approval of tonight's agenda. Any additions from the staff?
I think we're doing pretty good,
You guys got anything you want to put on? All right, looking for a motion to approve tonight. Got a motion to approve, we got a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That's carried. Take us to finance and budget. Oops. Excuse me, approval of council meeting minutes of June 11th, 2024.
I'll make a motion to approve those minutes.
We have a motion to approve, we have a second.
Second.
Questions or discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That also carries. That'll take us to finance and budget. We have the accounts payable there with the additional listing. Any questions? We can direct it to Finance Director Carla.
I'll make the motion to approve.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve. Do we have any questions or discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That will carry. Takes us into motions and general business, and tonight under motions and general business, we have a public hearing, public nuisance, property cleanup. City has once again received complaints regarding the condition of the property owned by Jessica Corn, 106 Fifth Avenue Southeast. The pictures are attached. The city has dealt with complaints as far back as 2017. We have at least one public hearing already to clean up the property. All right, so I'm going to close this meeting. Open the public hearing. Pursuant to City Code Section 610.05, Subdivision 2, City Council will consider the above described nuisance. The public hearing is the opportunity to be heard on this matter and to present any evidence or arguments you believe the City Council should consider regarding the ordinance. Have we got any written or oral?
Bill has talked to her and he'll update you on that, and then we had the two neighbors that have complained to start the process.
All right. The young lady's not here tonight.
No, she's no Bill's running.
She did receive our certified letter, started in on some work, but then said due to work, she can't show up tonight. So we just said, well, we're gonna still present the evidence after a review today, as close as we could get to the hearing. And we said if it's not met to our satisfaction, we would probably recommend to the council that further cleanup has to be done.
Did somebody go over and take a look?
Yeah, these pictures at your desk now were taken just an hour ago, or hour and a half ago. And there's obviously enough along the fence line that's not fair to the neighbors. So that at a minimum should be taken care of, or additional orders. And then you can see obviously some yard has been done, but it's kind of back at it again.
Well, on the pictures there, I'm not really showing you the yard, more along the deck, with all the weeds that have grown there along the deck, and then there's, I don't know, like maybe an old tree stump that it's growing, so it's not necessarily just the yard, it's everything around it.
Did she,
The front,
yard?
back, side
The
here.
front yard is mowed, isn't it?
Front doesn't look too bad.
There's weeds all, like in that one bush and closer to the house.
But the yard itself up front, because some of you had a chance to go by, that part got mowed.
And then on the south yard, that's the last picture that you have there. That just needs to be cleaned up.
So her only reasoning was between her work schedule and the weather, it's just been difficult for her. But I told her, I said everyone in town is dealing with the
I
same
don't
thing.
disagree with her on some of that though, because literally my backyard has not been mowed in a week and a half now, because it's been either out of town or it's been soaked wet. Big river running through. And now my grass is gonna look like hay when I do it, but.
And as you remember, we had her in here a few years ago, same issue every summer. She just isn't capable of taking care of it, so I would recommend that you declare it a nuisance and we'll get our guy that takes care of that stuff in here and get it all cleaned up, and then we'll see if she can move forward with keeping it.
That may be the best option for her too.
Yep, because sometimes an initial help to get you a fresh start gives them a fresh start,
Yep.
and then gives them, all of us, a chance to measure their performance afterward.
All right, nothing else in the public hearing, I'll close that and go back to the regular meeting. Council action requested, based on the following finding of facts, do I need to read all the finding of facts? Do I need to read through the whole list of finding?
No. There's no-
The council hereby orders the abatement of the nuisance and will enter upon the property and remove the offending items. So, do we have a motion to move forward?
I'll make a motion to move forward.
And do we have a second?
I'll second.
And it shall also be the responsibility of the property owner to pay the cost of said abatements. So, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That will carry. Alright. And that's all we got under motions in our business. That'll take us to mayor, staff, and consultant reports. Tonight, the mayor's report is the city will send their sympathies to the families of Jesse Pearson, Lynn Langston. Don't forget Summerfest is right around the corner. I mean, like a week or so away. Believe it or not, half a year gone. And if you haven't signed up to help out on the 3rd or the 4th, the chamber would really appreciate help from everyone and anyone. And let's send a big congratulations out to Mark Peterson. He was selected as the Grand Marshal this year. I think he is well deserved.
Absolutely.
Check out the listings, all the events in the Star. I've got several thank yous here. Got a thank you from the senior board, thanking for the donation from the city. I've got a little note from Mark Peterson, a very nice thank you note for us mentioning him and giving him a watch and things like that. He's very grateful for that. And then we got a note here from some of the folks down there in Maplebrook, kind of opposite what we heard last week. They're so thankful for all the good cleanup we did down there. And with all of that, it was such a mess, and now it is so much better looking, the ponds and the inlets and stuff. So thank the Public Works for that. That's all I've got. That moves into Phil, city administrator's report.
Just a brief report in your packet. The main part was in case you get calls at your house for the parade route and detouring route, so that's why I included the full mapping there. We're back to kind of our long time route, so hopefully we'll have good weather for that. And then, as the mayor pointed out, the Summerfest activities, we've been working with the chamber, so they're getting all ready to go. And then the last thing is we put at your desk in the Rochester magazine, our concert series got highlighted, so hopefully that brings some neat attention to the region to attend our concert series these Wednesdays of the summer. So.
All right, any questions for your administrator? There'll be a concert tomorrow night again. All right, that'll take us on to Finance Director Carla. You got a report?
As the mayor mentioned, we are halfway through the year, and I will start with the 2025 budget here in July, getting the preliminary numbers together. So if you guys have other projects or things that we need to look at including and doing, please let me know so that we can plan for those things as well. The other thing that was brought to my attention too is we're kind of coming on to 20 years since they did the last big utility meters. So they're looking at planning to replace those maybe in the next 5-7 years, but we need to kind of look at those plannings and find out when the end of life is going to be on those meters and radios, and to see how we're gonna go about this with the cost and with the plan to get it all done throughout the city as well.
All right, keep that in mind. Don't forget what Carla just mentioned about if you got any ideas or things for the budget. Start thinking about them and bringing them up. Thanks, Carla. Public Works Director, Sean?
I was out of town last week and didn't have cell reception or email, so I did miss all the flooding, you know, the excitement with that, but Monday when we got back here, we have had quite a few people with wet basements, and nothing that we have found has been our issue contributed to it, so there's nothing that way, but it's just caused some extra. So if you hear anything about it, good news is, as big as an event as we had, our wastewater plant did not have to bypass, which in years past, we would have. And our equalization basin worked very well and did exactly what it's supposed to do.
Good. Glad to hear that. Any questions for Sean? Tell the guys are here looking good for the 4th. Coming right up. Now, city engineer report. Jenna?
Well, going on that same trend, obviously we've had some rain events, so progress on our construction has lulled a little bit, but we've gotten into building a road now. Hopefully getting that completed before we get more rain at the end of the week, at least to get some rock and sand on there. Then after that, we're looking at not digging up and disturbing the next phase before the 4th of July. So we're gonna let everybody be.
Have a break, huh?
Yes. For those of you that are interested, that pipe bursting for that water main replacement between the 2 cul-de-sacs is scheduled to be completed Thursdays or Friday.
All right.
It's Thursday, they're gonna start Thursday, it might go into Friday, so.
They've been up fusing pipe today in preparation for it.
So, once they get going, it'll hopefully go really quick. It usually does, but it takes a lot of prep to make it happen, so.
All right. Good. Good. Any questions for the city engineer? About anything?
No.
Right, nothing? Huh? Sure. All right, thank you, Jenna.
Yep.
That'll take us on to Nate, the library monthly report.
Well, I'm gonna try to go fast because you guys are on blistering days, so I see that. Things are going really well. You know, anytime my planner looks more like this, you know what's going on. Our stuff at music at Bear Cave Park has been, I think, pretty successful so far. We're gonna be making periscopes tomorrow, so that would be cool. All our programs have been really, really well attended. Kits have all been spoken for. The to-go kits just, our grab-and-go kits just went live, and people seem pretty happy with them. And boy, I've been really, really busy. And we're close to making a decision. We've had 4 vendor demos on a new interlibrary loan system for the Selco region. I'm on the committee to select that, and we've got some good options, and it should be, no matter which one we choose, it should be cheaper than what we've got going now, and less than 20 years old, which is also a step forward.
Any question for Nate? About the Spirograph to-go kits or the air conditioned egg hunt?
There's also, so with the air conditioned egg hunt, we've been hit hard early and then ran out of eggs, because there's just only so many places you can hide an egg in our library. So we're actually expanding to a frog hunt behind the library. So that'll take place after. So I want 0 crying kids this year is my goal.
Good luck.
Yeah.
All right, Nate, thank you very much. No fire chief, no pool director. That takes us on committee commission board reports, Chamber of Commerce. They haven't got nothing in here because they're really busy getting ready for the 4th. EDHRA, we didn't have a meeting in June. Finance? Nothing going on? Library?
Nothing right now.
Park board?
Minutes are in there from June.
Anything we need to know? Personnel, nothing. Planning and zoning, nothing. Public safety. We got May calls for service in here. Been busy. Public works, Nothing at this time, ready?
No report at this
Roll
time.
call.
No report. We meet tomorrow.
Okay, good. Transit Advisory Committee,
Not this round.
we got communications in there, you got the community blood drive. Don't forget about that, that's always a good thing. And then. What did I do here? News release on the County Road 35 bridge replacement schedule, which is out by K School.
Yep, because it'll be a full detour, so that bridge will be, it won't even be a one-lane type thing, because the whole bridge comes out, so.
Alright, anyone wanna use the open mic? I guess not, that leaves the last motion.
Move to adjourn.
Do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That carries.